nizo beshonga itukuza kurebaho n'enshonga y'abeshongozi okurwana omubeshongozi kubire kwinji recently hinaka clip akariyo katambura social media platforms mweshongozi uba kweta Fiki Gaza is a new artist when aganga yehe omwe aha bari aganga yehe ningash erigende ngamba yaberigenda bakweta egari argireyo bahina iba meetingire Kalfa Aganaga, one of the biggest artists also in Uganda, bam slappinga ekintu abamwe bine abantu bona bine reactions is different konka ekintu ekitukugira ngo nyonkanye kinkureba ngo kintu kirungi konka habashija binareta nyenda tukirebe ekintu ekitere mutoki turebe kurwana ombeshongozi tugwe mu ngo kubaza kibire kibaho konka turebe music industry nkitwaranka what is the impact of this and how can it be put to an end media no kirebe otejetion
echo kubanza ekintu fights from industry nyenda kubanza kweza background inche and then ngarake kugambireho impact yacho business wise because it is no longer a leisure game it's amasanyu
abantu bafunere mu ni business
kugira ngo umuntu aguruka wagenda yimba it's a business now way back omyaka y'imibiri na musanjwa agataho ahi big 3 batambire munonga that is Bobby Wine, Camilo and Bebe Cool okoshanga every club night mu town from Friday Saturday to Sunday ndaba mu kurwana ganga ya Firebase ganga ya Gagamel ganga ya Rion Island Good Life no ya tahamu he's a big talent oshanga fights abantu beteresha gamejo kunga kintu ezo tikaje ba making abasigaro mu makuru because of wiro w'amakuru nabwo ngo yagatayiro mu industry kasukubizire arona guy was paka ona akatandikire ba Jenkins mukasa batandikire toka yaba Dembe FM kare umuntu akikora ekintu echo during the weekend Monday abatopinja road papers ezo so chikabayamba konkahizaza wave na spera gatao ayi byo bitarikoze kintu bitarabire byinje munonga abana bato bazanga kujo mu industry kebyo but nindeba ngo ibito yokoze kintu bigarukira for example mu Uganda nyina beshongozo bashatu abinkumanya abinegari zizo top egari ya Aryan Skin eche naina abantu 15 egari ya Mudura gwenu top bamuri anagama shangwa innocent
egari ko egari ni kinye ba abantu bakucenga
egari no kushanga umushongozi na tambara na gang y'abasigazi ningashi y'abantu binge ahaguza for example atu Aryan wakabugura na Costa na Tom Costa ahakubanaza ati imagine abantu abo kwasa kwiza motoka ya Costa yokusanzana mukumyana so then ondijo wakasha tu Fiki Gaza so Fiki Gaza kutera Aganaga yes it wasn't a good thing kungana chutu kubanza kandi tuwokubanza futera ki
tuwokubanza futera umweshongozi
weekend mwenyuma Aryan Skin awatiyeho abira bounce wehe tukatwarebere around 2015 2014 edikeza kwa na kasuku media personality
konga ya edikeza
ketar gari konga kakuri kubana so kandi bintu byegarebi business wise ninde bangu biteganise mu industry aka for example Costa Aryan akatwara hoyuma bawo pate dagarasa company se koshongora kunga imagine umukosa to muntu yareta abantu makumyana bona bawo
entry nabo bantu babari nk'abakumi ninga babari nk'abakumi bomweshongozi kugira ngo abo kuba bana no shamba baba trained tukugitinga abana abo na wanore bakora rashanga babari atiko wanore watching a videos Aryan Skin no mukayi bako bari hafangwa reba bari mu trainings ari mu Ekikonde so ababana
abamwe abeshongozi mbajangu na bouncer abantu bari mu nabateze bishani abana abo kwata baga ondije nabo abantu abo kwata belts abantu nabo koyisha byone kunga in the real sense hagire cyabaho abantu bari trained but dangerous mbafutera mbakoreka ko so azna running amba business wise abantu makumyana umuntu yabareto musho yawe interest no mutwaro gire mutwarenga n'imvaro makumyana yagwa izo musho ya febe busaka jangwa abashongozi bakaretegari zawo nyinji tera makasana ngo umweshongozi yaretegari abantu 30 abona abantu 9 entry fee ordinary n'emitware 2 cyenda bazamwe emitware 2 umuntu naye afere 1.8 eri abafurati so yes nchibasa kuba nchikora bamwe konka as an industry because we are benchmarking from Nigerian industry yaroko ho ngo Wizkid egari ya the romuti ninge gari ya David. So I think it is not taking us anywhere if we want to reach that point down to competing on a continental level.
Okay, Yasin Shongeji, how do you see it?
I've listened from my colleague here, and he has his points. But now, you know, musically, everywhere in the world, is a showbiz business, or it is a show and business. And you have to get means of how to make it trending. For example, right now, what is trending is the girl style, whereby everyone has to bring his magic to show people that he has followers. Now let me come to the issue first of all of Alien Skin.
Alien Skin.
First of all, I know him physically because I used to play with him football in matching there. So when you look at Alien Skin and what he's doing, first of all, these are ghetto boys. They have a larger following, right from the grassroots. Everyone is singing. They get. It's called what? The easy gang is what? Fangon Forest. So when you look at what he's doing, it might be wrong to some other people, but to him it is doing well. It is trending for him.
For him,
you know, trending. Like when you are going in music, you have to look for what is making you trend. Not all like these Kandonkan people, they can't get such a crowd, a mammoth crowd, to go with them on wherever they are going, because what they are doing is not in that line.
Okay.
But now the musicians we have now, it is what is trending accordingly. Now, for example, I talked about the fight between.
I'm talking about Fiki Gaza. By the way, Aganaga didn't fight back. They found him. He was actually alone. Group, they were a group, and then in the clip it is Fiki Gaza first exchanging words with the Aganaga, and then the other guy on the gang of Fiki Gaza came, slapped off.
Now when we go in that line of Fiki Gaza and the Aganaga, now let me also give you some brief background of where music is trending and changing in different styles. Like when you look at these three people, Bebe Cool, Chameleon and Bobby Wine, I think Chameleon has not built that line of having followers, but you are seeing it in the Chameleon, in the Bobby, Bebe. Those are the people who had followers, like people who were following into their steps. Wherever they would pass, there would be a crowd going with them. Now, when you look at Fiki Gaza is a pro what? Bobby.
Pro Bobby.
You understand?
NUP.
I might not say NUP, but now I'm not looking at Bobby Wine as now a politician. I'm looking at him as a musician. So, Fiki Gaza is a pro Bobby. Now there is some other person who came in the line who wanted who is now building like also a kind of following. That is Eddie Kenzo and the Federation. I think you know about that. So now when you look at this man, Aganaga, is a pro Federation, is a pro Kenzo. You understand? So when Fiki Gaza comes in and his girl finds that one of Aganaga.
Do you think that is the cause of the fight? Because way back, days back, so Aganaga arukujeza huko jumaha Fiki Gaza arukujya ngo ebya kwesho ati video is not a dancehall artist arukumugambe njangwa ebigambe byo Fiki Gaza nanga Aganaga byaga.
And now these people are just fighting for space. You know what is in music? You have to fight for what? For space. The space is there. It is very small. And to come up with a good song, who is trending, who is doing what? Like yesterday we were looking at the songs, how they are trending. Right now when you look at Aganaga, he's nowhere in the industry. And he can't tell us anything. Because when you look at how Fiki Gaza is doing, is far better than what? at the moment, because Gaza is better than Aganaga. Is the one who training. So if Aganaga comes in and talk about like how Fiki Gaza is doing, how he's behaving, I don't think whether he's relevant in any or the other. Because now Gaza is on the other side of Bobby Wine, where we are seeing people doing well. The pro Bobby Wine artists against the federation.
Because when you talk about
artists.
the pro Bobby Wine artists, who are those artists? Because I'm not seeing the
we are seeing different people. Now look at the likes of Saka right now. Saha. I beg your pardon. Saha, when you look at Saha, what he's doing, because now you can see even when Bobby is going in his political rallies, Saha is following the what? The trend.
Yeah,
and of recent I've heard he's talking of releasing 100 songs of what? Revolution. So Saha is now a pro what? Bobby. Look at the likes of I beg your pardon, the likes of this man who had lost the Wuchupa.
Because thing. Now what I know
the
is
big eye. When you look at big eye and what is now saying, big eye is far.
No,
we
can count them on fingers. We have that Fiki Gaza, we have that King Saha, we have Big Eye, we have who else?
Even Nina Rose. Not necessarily going with him on rallies. Yeah, we are talking about artists.
Okay, those are four.
The only challenge
there are many.
There are many, and others are just hiding inside there. They don't want to surface themselves.
So now, because now Aryan Skin is not pro federation, not so. He's not in the federation.
He is independent.
He's independent.
Aryan Skin is not as such independent.
Khalifa Aganaga.
You might say is on this side.
Khalifa Aganaga's new song is a collab with who? With Aryan Skin. They have a collab by the way.
And now those are the federation artists.
And not federation artists.
And now when you look at them, they are not doing well in the industry.
Who has told you they are not doing well?
They are not doing well accordingly when you look at them.
Because now the musicians.
For example, let me tell you one thing. When you look at I beg your pardon, this man of the Fangoni.
Fangoni for his Aryan Skin.
Ever since now it is coming to a year when he has no hit song. Do you know that? Am I true? Am I correct to say that?
What do you mean by hit song?
He has no hit song at the moment. Even when you look at the top 10, he has no music. But instead what he's doing is just bringing himself. Now when they make cartoons in the news, that's why he comes up and talks about Bobby. For example, now what people are doing is one. For any musician to shine, you have to talk about Bobby. Understand? But they don't have music, that is the fact.
Ekikorwa kya Fiki Gaza naganga ye kuslapinga Khalifa Aganaga o music industry nekikorwa kirungi ninga nekikorwa kibi ekyo njo twatu. That's what we are on. We are not about to kugira mwanda ivating ati ndiye mwante komori federation impro wade
Nyongani. As someone who has supported this industry way back, akoba dindo mukuru mnonga konga at least because the research ni manya what is happening. Kana night kwenda kuzo because we are no longer inside the boundaries. We are competing with people. We are competing with artists from Nigeria. We are competing with the whole world because this is a global village. So think kureba habwenje byo kurwana ibirateke ahatebemwe nanabantu babe competing because faces like King Madi, faces like Thames, faces like Irasta bizire batwara ho space ito tujyo mbyachi tujyo mbyo kurwana abantu nka Fireboy, abantu nka Rema biza bachike batwara space itu ine kubantu occupying na faces zitwento because cut young Fiki Gaza serious as on that was the spaces watch it because he is not he is not cut young serious spaces you space Fireboy space Chika as on those spaces I was Fiki Gaza Aryan Skin and the likes konga tu inomwe shongozo mowe kajosha baraka no crossing borders abantu turiyo munda turwana. We are just doing nonsense.
As we are crossing borders.
Sana tware wenkudi. Yes, because why na hit ya kongata kurwana hata batine hit no number 1
no abatine hit no number 1
so
koka by the way inechinde chiriho abantu batekateka ngu fiki Gaza kize noma at first abantu bakamba kwata bagira ngo fiki Gaza ayizira umukishane cyoha cha Bobby ya Anang alien skin at first kaja alien skin ayizira umukishane cha Bobby
na oni cyo amukundira
ayine chiburinke cha Bobby is a gang for the replacement ya Bobby ati mwenu so kana muhero yija yabakorachi yaba disappointing yakorachi yayereka ngo ya Bobby tibyaroho abana nkabatanka kumuzuma so fiki Gaza kabanzo mfangoni we know that fiki Gaza was in Fangon Forest akabari yomba sigaza baye batambura noha na alien skin abaye bari yachi do aba egari na wakari in fact na akari egari yoha ya alien skin so abantu batekate fiki Gaza kurugaya kija kana katanka ku rwana na alien skin in fact fiki Gaza na alien skin tubakorachi twakurebana no reba social media na mutambukire bigambo aba fiki Gaza no benda kutera bari so ninde abantu batekate kangu noob ningashi Bobby Wine team ya Noob Foot Soldiers bakolesa fiki Gaza nkecho kurwana soha alien skin bakolesa fiki Gaza mbenda ngo arwanse alien skin ajam out competing nge akore chaye alien skin mwenu konka yo no tekate ngo chechi yo no chire ngo tandekate kamu abantu bakolesa fiki Gaza ngo arwanse
but now that is also challenging a little like when you look at fiki Gaza what is doing first of all the music which brought him to sing was a collabo between him and Chameleon.
It was at first it was his song, then this one they made a remix.
And the remix is what trended.
And
brought him on on chart. So when you look at now the likes of Fangon Mane, for him he lost out of the blue because he was just a TikToker who came up and lost to someone, I think a rapper, we can say that. After coming up, just as you said, he came in Bobby's image, and everyone was praising him because of that. And once he posted his concert at Freedom City, we remember it is Bobby Wine who came up and chanted it over the billboards that this guy, you go and support what? Him. From then, that guy came up. But on the way, he lost the grip and he took some other direction, of which is right to do what is good for him.
Yeah.
But now the only challenge is one. However much he lost to fame, but can he sustain the trend just as everyone would expect him to be? Because now, first of all, he has no music.
Are you saying he has no music because you don't... Do you follow his music?
I follow his music.
What?
But when you are not trending, when you have no hit song on chart, meaning you have no what?
Music. You can't have a hit song every month.
No, not every month.
Don't expect him to be...
Let me tell you one thing.
Don't expect him to be like...
The Family Man is some other person who almost every month or every week, I can't even mention. He brings up a song because his one is just rapping 1, 2, 3, 4. What and he?
Let me ask you.
He produces the song.
For example, you have a show, or let me call it a concert or what. Which artist can you bring and he makes the crowd excited and happy than Aryan Skin at the moment?
At the moment?
Which artist?
You know, there is one thing I told you. Music is full of trends. And from any time to a given time, they are training musicians on board and on chart. Right now, he might be still trending because no one has come up to challenge him.
But you're saying he has no music. If he has no music, it means which other artist has music? Meaning he's the one who has music.
His
music is still...
When you look at it, like you are saying what the Fikis are doing.
Which fig?
Makers.
I know.
People are bringing good music.
No, wait.
On
For
board.
example, the Chief Richana.
You are seeing the Pepe Bussi.
We saw a Chief Richana. Who was the main artist? For example, the way you saw it.
Actually,
Which artist came and people were like, this is the one we've been waiting for.
I think it
Okay,
was
no. How
because tinachivarunjire chona ngongobwire kunyika kwarachi ngafollowing because I was home twazomucha fry kukuyabireri makawakoreka ngunji headline ngabari ababiti bebekona no na chameleon kongo muri sense at ground ku high gates bazigurire mpaka ibachinjire akabavuga anthem which enkudi so naza gambe cheshongo cha headline injire show
Tugamba mweshongozi.
That is the singer. Because if they mention your name,
to the
so
extent
if they mention your song, automatically
to the extent
your song.
Our lineup really person was to perform at 8 shahi version konga hamu akanga akaja tu hapa performing is sha echivuru chiko chao
And now
because why nechi
there are musicians who came and they were performing not from even the stage. Like Real Puzzle had to go in the middle of the what? Actually, I think there were two musicians.
Kanaza kuzunta performance.
Puzzle.
Naza kuzunta performance. Oiro kuja mu Alien Skin akizane gari ya chankaranya stage ya korachi people performed very well. Kandi bafuna audience ya single Alien Skin. Even Pick for Maika akafuna audience. Aruweka stage atina gari.
Skin performed with who?
Uwek. Just the stage akajiza we gari.
No.
Go and review the clips.
He did in Mainja's show.
Go and review the clips.
Those goons behind
no kuja stage yona akajiza we gari. But people FIFA mega kizawe ka stage yash there.
So a gari yo gamba niyo yabene forcing a crowd
kushakubale mugari kama ejegari kama
mugari kama by the way there are some things you're not saying. No skin kize sound affected.
Lekanga
sound kafa.
Sound kafa. Newe ta first stage wajiza we.
No not that. Sound kafa.
Na itwachi. Abantu kayabiri.
But
politics in music.
But there it is believed that sound was, I think, was interjected by one of the musicians who were around there, because they knew he would do catch the crowds there. So it was also a trick of
and he was FIFA maker performing Mafia. It's just song Mafia.
He was so good.
No one song was that Mateke Tambara he go na no tebe.
And also Kenzo tried to do it.
I had to compose.
There
are some things you make. What you go tebe buhara keja ayo.
No, just like what he's trying to mean. Like
what that only not take our
no, that is a command because that is his way. So it depends on the FIFA maker who had the best performance. It depends on FIFA maker.
Fiki achikuwa nawe.
Fiki was so
Fiki performed.
Okay, now we are on because what we are discussing about tumwampeleza opinions zanya kurwana kwa.
Nyonaja it is not good for the industry.
And then for me my take on that, it is what is trending.
For
so
let them fight. A young artist
let them fight.
To beat up an artist like Aganaga.
Let them fight.
Let them fight.
Yeah.
Okay, now we are. Let us look at the Western Uganda music. Turebe abeshongozi bitwa Western Uganda. Ijo tukaromojo witu Regi yaza kororo. Abantu batandika abamwe bakiriya ibigambo ngo basi uzagenda abantu babiha kunuya tinkumanya namazima abantu bakabatwarabusha yasi abantu bakabatwarabusha mu kivuru batahira busha.
Actually I think it was like the Namugongo issue of the matters, these ones who worked on food. What Regi did, actually what he had to do would tell people to just foot from Umbalala to where to his concert. But all in all, what happened, he performed, though some people came up and criticized him. What we are looking at are the numbers. For us, we don't look at where they came from. Either he told them from any part of the country. What he did was performance. So we are not looking at where he got them, who paid them to go, but did he have the numbers?
He got the numbers.
He got the numbers. And in music, you look at numbers. So if he got the numbers, the better for him. Yeah, there's nothing I can talk about that.
Okweta abantu ngo bataho mu kiyoru cyawe. Nosafuteka ejivuru mu cyayi. Just the way crossing obede ngo batahe mbange.
Bange please.
So n'abantu kwiza obabizira busha. Obashashara ngo mitano. Obashashara mu konka bakiza. That's the first thing.
Let me cut you short. Among the things I heard, this guy, Leiji, for him he had a dream of at least making something bigger. He was not all after getting sums and sums of money, but he wanted to show what he has and he wanted to get those numbers. Though the numbers can be turned into money. But this time I think it was not about money, but it was about entertaining his what?
Entertaining his crowds and showing that he can attract.
Yeah, what he did is good, and I think what helped him is the timing. You know, when you're doing music, just like I've heard you are going to talk about the coming what?
The coming
concert he has in Western. Now what he has made, what is bad to this would be one. First of all, the timing. You know, when you look at Leiji, he's a musician of the age, let me say, because even a kid of 13 can sing Leiji's what? Music. So he's someone who has a crowd from 16 to around 35, 40.
Not for even all the people. Reggie has many songs that cut across all generations.
We are looking at the majority.
The majority.
The majority of the fans to Reggie, they cut across 16 to 35. Those are the youth. And the kids who are still in school. So by the time he was in Kampala, it was a holiday, I think.
It was a holiday, yeah.
Which means he had to gather crowds. Now, when is he staging one this month? You said
this month on 22nd.
22nd. He has not looked at that. Because like in Imbalala here, if you have no students coming in, you may end up flopping.
So now, you say you know Ray G, akoze concert sibiri. Kumurumba Rome. Yabanza kajitira aji motel.
Kade kizura ya.
Ndije ajiteka university in zona zizura. Tina umurigezi ibire yatiro morde. Kan zona zakora chi. That za mutwaro it was 20k ordinary. And you know what it means umurumba rafuteko concert.
By the
way. So I don't think holiday what it will be a big case around this time. Kande chin what chirunje chingoro muri ejo concert here. Abajene minjira Reggie homecoming at outside the Western Uganda. He is now
coming back expecting abantu kugenda mukereka mu crowd muri Kampala then hato munda kijo muka. But now in fact ndega dayo naba Kampala bakutemba bije
now let me tell you, most of the people who attend to such things, for example in Kampala, I talked of the timing in music. When you are staging a concert, you have to look at the timing. Timing is so essential. Now in Kampala, there are very many people. Because the people who went to Leiji's concert were not only Westerners, but people who love music are not only Westerners. Leiji's music. You know, music is cuts are close.
Yeah.
People don't look at tribes, what. They go for good what? For good music. If you have good music, people have to come and watch, or people have to come and attend your good music. So the numbers he had in Kampala can't be converted into where? Because now, can you expect be it one bus coming from Kampala?
But now, wait. This is you have seen artists, because even the artists in Central, they first stage a concert in and then they come in Masaka, Mbarara. In fact, they first stage in Kampala, then they come to Mbarara. If someone wants to come, they stage there. The second one is in Mbarara because the Mbarara is the one next to Kampala. So, the other one was the main one. This is an extra. So of course I don't expect the numbers to be the same. The other one was in Kororo. This one can't be the same as the other. This is an extra.
But I don't see it flopping.
I also don't see.
Over maybe sana habonge mgwerezo akagwaninga akadero.
Yes, of course. Nechine yo abayishongozi ba kununkanta karebaga reje cyakoze nyuma abazi ya press conference kuraho mu town ya motoka kabase cyo kubakora kwegamba ile bintu byaro rakuru kureba ngo biriyo ina yukuteka music industry ya Western Uganda.
And I think umuriye bintu byaro nakora because nomwe ombeshongoza ba generation age abanze kutwara music yabo Kampala for production bagorsa audio producers ba Kampala na video directors ba Kampala and abantu bagumana bachikopera what now ndebera bingi Megaton Truth ohiro studios nkibi neza mane studio mu mbara instrumental na JKs ebintu bakoze ki bakore Kampala. So I think nichirungi abeshongozi bitu bambara abo kukora ta reja kwanu bemenye chikweta baguze ko bagamba naomba jamangu reji wona nabatiza so abokurata
akoka
nibemanya bamwejeroho
abokurata one ba
nibemanya Megaton mutahiwe JKZ Truth Ambro nibemanya abokurata
ba nanka no kubeshongozo
ba Omega bona baryansi ya reji Omega wade utakutira kwa kuchicheza
Omega takwichiza ngo yansi ya reji na ndani no wana yereka no
nkareba interview mwakajati oyo reji tankanga kanga. Yes, nawasoka to mukanga because tinyamisho kunganchereka disrespect.
Now I also find that girl so disrespectful.
So
Reggie
obana akora aile kuchiza ngariya sa Reggie and it's time as time
ayege Omega and Reggie.
Omega is
can they even stand on the same, you know?
Her song was what?
This year it was this year.
The only challenge we're seeing, like where, like when you look at Omega's music, first of all, how many songs does she have?
I even don't know, but I just most recent is a collab with Ekikonde. Hello. It is Hello. Yeah.
Now, you know, since she's a lady, hey, she can come up and.
I know we are talking about right now. Can Omega be compared to Reggie?
Now, like those are now they are called one hit what? Wonders. So
who is a one hit wonder?
How many songs does she have?
I never used to get cut.
It's akatera nejeje yakoze no gumikino. Posha.
I never used na no kwenye my never used to get cut in the
nechecha this year.
So I'm with one hit wonder not agreed.
So but I don't think Omega can state even because
our viewers on Hotspot Media allow me sending my apologies or Guitar Omega na Reggie Mumbo.
No, because since they are all musicians, you can do it.
You can do
because it is not bad to compare. And she's a lady.
But not in the comparison.
No, we need to empower her. We need to empower her. You understand? But not just putting her down like what you're doing.
To empower her, chikumesa ngukweno empowering Ashiba ombie unatizaka million. Oine kumbuka mbaja mazumu. Yes, you're a big name, you're a good friend for the industry.
Maybe this one is just biased. You know, such a young lady coming up with such a hit song with so many other songs which I can't even measure.
Do you know that? Do you know? Wait. Why people are talking about this? Do you know that she didn't show up for Reggie's concert?
Yes.
In Kololo.
She
did.
She has that song. Wanyine. Kungu jireche jo shongo recho chumwe. Chumwe sango kwa tori ine byo shongo mukaga wajengu no muchizo. Industry ndio itagokwen okumanya na kuhereza
batayibiti. By the way, it is necessary.
I'm not saying kuja Omega no wa story no mcheno. Kungata kwikariji agamazo matagaga gano bokumwe empowering ngota. Yes, no empowering.
Inashinda chanyeba. People were comparing Truth. I saw a post on one of the radios on X, one of the Western Uganda radios, saying Simanya, who is who? Why we vote? Who do you give a vote? Fake America and Truth. There is this new rapper.
I'm
Truth
not
256.
I'm not commenting about that.
Why? But you know, people, by the way, I've always seen Western Uganda media houses, most especially these radios. There is a way they bring things that, by the way, I mean to be affecting. I think it be affecting. Washanga no kwataka Truth omwana musia on board. Arona ajeza huko gayo. Mkompare, what handika kumcomparing to Fake America. So, what do you think Fix for make a yare mankecho, people from Western are comparing me
For
to a
example.
young kid who doesn't even have a song that cuts across.
For example,
Yeah,
ndio mnyangore.
Watching station, let's not kule kama saka kuza kuri.
Ndio mnyangore.
Konga you can't.
Kano ndio mnyangore. Yes, tingu manyareve ino kungani ngona music yachi. Nana bishonguza babanyangwa ba Western ngana nimba kula. Ogamba jamazuma. Jeshongo echa abantu zefuteka regi on national markings. Anyine? Yes, abantu kampara kama manya wacha kongecha abantu zefuteka chikikana jinja chikikana guru kaguri omusheshe.
Yeah.
Ejo collaboration ya muhirwa mushonguzo wanka.
Wa central
Spice now no teka ni relationship chi. Ejo no teka agati ya industry yitu. Nane ya central.
Washanga.
Tumeza kuturafuna region ndi.
Washanga no hinda yokujo truth fake filmmaker. Can you imagine? Fake filmmaker is a person actually, according to what I know, 2017 he came on board. Since then, every year naba in a hit song.
Akakora concert freedom muste. Nango yakora ho mwecha dondo ti agenda chi. Yakora concert hotel africana. Omwaka kuratine aishiza rugo this
By the way, also I am also warning these media, stop comparing. You know, an artist coming on board, yes, let him come in his own way, but stop comparing him to.
Abantu abantu benda we should not disrespect them kujangu.
Because no, by the way, omuntu gogwe no itira kandi truth emishaye yo kushanga ka FIFA maker am hakora boninga relationship, you know, connections, what and what. I think what anka kujirango FIFA maker nana. That is very bad, by the way.
So we have our industry konga tuina kujirana respect.
Nyonga ba surprise dare ba media house kuchuna chanti ntichi chibari mbakora. So mbenda abantu bahine bagirengu
Stand ko taro then na truth wa bahane concert. Truth 256 tawuza kwanika concert yona. Otine hit song.
Let him go to the studios.
So studio akore music aji distributing eje ihika abantu. Then tandike ndaro tuzurwana we music ajonenga.
Maybe you are paid.
Vale music way there is a guy called Vale music that guy attacking a Reggie kept quiet. By the way, I never saw Reggie coming to reply this guy.
You know, it is not bad to like a fellow musician to attack the other, because what I know, just like in politics, you can come up and talk about someone whom you think even yourself that you can't manage. So it is good.
Ortaruga Reggie nazawe. Tukarwana Reggie because tukana mangu somewhere. Aine music yokumudefending. He's been here for some good time.
But by the way, if you put Azawi Reggie here, I know they can have some
even
they can sing.
Na wakubara catalog music Reggie na singori byashongero byakozeje. Because Reggie is been here. Konkatoka abasa kudefending omuntu na naona noria. Ogwaine album zibiri ogutaina na album taina na EP ngo comparing. Yes, kuna music hit kongato na
Break Maria show ibindi zakubigamba ho obundi abariba on sport media. We shall always be coming. This has been Tansteratochi omu music industry biyombebaho ninjira ebitaga monza kubigamba next time nabanyine mu media jirecho gambra abantu.
I'm CEO MU Media and we are MU Media TV. Mtutu kwa YouTube ni Dontuchitera. We are on X as MU Media and definitely TikTok MU Media, and we do a lot online marketing. No shangu inbox via 0788001853 to gamba kusinga.
Nze sina bingi, just nze yasim.
Wait, this is Kamanzi Ed, but of course the show is always share with Kamanzi on Sport Media on YouTube. On X it is also on Sport Media, and on TikTok on Sport Media. Following take no manya bikufa no baza kuboriyaho konkota kumanya bikufa mu yangali